of the Omer, which is 1 week and 3 days. So we are explaining today the Midah of today and the Kinyan Torah connected to today, the 10th day of the Omer. So the Midah is Tiferet Sheba Gvura. We're in the second week, which is a week of Gvura, of strength against the Yetzer Hara, but it should be done in a Tiferet, in a beautiful type of way. So the explanation here of this Midah is to fight against the Yetzer Hara, fight against negative, fight against those evil inclinations, but in a sweet type of way, in a beautiful type of way. So a way that will bring beauty to the people watching, to the people around, and to yourself as well. Tiferet le'osea v'tiferet lo min ha'adam. And he says a person should be careful when he's, fighting against the Yetzer Hara, not to. The Yetzer Hara wants you to do averot at all times. So, if let's say you don't want to go someplace because it might lead you to sin, it might lead you astray, but then you lie in order to not want to go there. So that you violated lying. So you got to be careful with that as well. So this concept of fighting against the Yetzer Hara, the Gvura, with also some sweetness. He gives a few examples how we could put it into practical. So sometimes let's say a person has to punish his child. So punishing a child through anger or through screaming or then it was like you didn't do it properly. It has to be, you have to tell your child, hey, you're punished because of what you did, but it has to be as best as you can in a na'im, in a nice way. There's people that they don't punish the child till 24 hours after the child did the thing. Hopefully they remember, but they because when the action happened, they're very upset, they're very angry, and they're frustrated at their kid. But after 24 hours, it subsides, but the punishment is still due, and therefore it's be able to be done in a sweeter, in a nicer way. Also, when a person, let's say, has a machloket with someone, there's machloket. We use the word machloket as argument in a negative way, where people are screaming at each other and fighting and bickering. But machloket be machloket l'shem shamayim. If let's say it's in learning, look, I really think the explanation is like this. No, I think the explanation is like that. So sometimes when you come to tell someone something that, I think it should be read like you read it like this, you read it like that, it can be done in a beautiful way, it can be done in a nice way. I'm coming to help you, I'm coming to fix, but not in a negative or strong way. So those little machlokets, call it, should always, of course, be with ne'imut. If you need to tell someone, I think what you're doing is incorrect, you have to do it in a way where it's in a beautiful way. I was actually just reminded of there was a sefer that I had. It was actually on Moroccan Minhagim, and I felt, and I was learning with someone else, we felt that there was maybe a little bit, it was a mistake, it was something, a misquote. He quoted a book, and it wasn't the correct quote. So we actually, me and my chavruta, we actually saw this, we were in Kolel, and we saw this Talmid Chacham, this author of the book. How do you tell him that you misquoted? So we wanted to hear what his explanation was. So we approached him, we said, I want to let you know, we love your sefer. You have to do it in a nice way. We want to let you know, we love your sefer. The truth is, I wasn't the one, my chavruta was the one who told him, but I learned from my chavruta how to do it. He said, I want to let you know, we love your sefer. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just want to ask you something. Yeah. What do you want me to ask? What do you want to ask? When over there in this halacha, I said, yeah, you quoted this in the sefer, right? And I just want to let you know. So the truth is, once he mentioned that, I think this rabbi already was told that it was a misquote. So no, I know, slicha, I know, I misquoted it, and he already said it. And we ended up walking away. It was beautifully. Right? So it's always sometimes in the way how you wrap it and how to say over the thing. So that's just a story that came to mind, when speaking about this. Also, he says the sweetness of how to deal with the Yetzer Hara in the Gevurah is through, of course, learning Sifrei Musar. The Kinyan Torah of the 48 ways how to acquire the Torah today is Dikduk Chaverim, having good friends and good influences, and working together with these friends to help each other advance. As the Gemara Masechet Makot says, "Umechavera yoter meravotai." One of the Amoraim said, I learned more from my friends more than from my rabbis. Why? So the explanation is sometimes with a friend, you have more time to discuss, more time to work on things together. You might hear something from your rabbi, and then it's left, okay, now what do I do? So you could speak it over with a friend and discuss in detail, and that could help you go to the next level. Also, when you learn on your own, it's a much less level than when you learn Torah with a friend. Plus, a friend, a real friend, is a friend that looks out for your spiritual well-being as well and says, look, my friend, I don't think that what you're doing is correct. I think you should do it this way, do it that way. I really don't think that's the right. That's a true friend. A true friend is not just someone that you chill out with or have a good time with. That's also nice. But a real friend is someone that's going to tell you, you know what, I love you, and you know I'm doing it from a place of love. What I feel that what you did, the way you said this, the way you did this, is not really so correct. So a person should try, as we know in Pirkei Avot, ukneh lecha chaver, to buy yourself a friend. It's going to be a good friend. It's going to tell you off, when you need to, because you know that he's coming from a good place and he wants the best for you. You want the best for each other, and that's so important in acquiring Torah as well. So all these things is the midah for today, to again keep on growing and growing toward Shavuot and Kabbalat Torah. So today we have a whole day ahead of us to work on Diktu Chaverim and to work on our fighting of the Yetzer Hara, but with that beautiful and packaged in the nice way as well. B'ezrat Hashem. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen. Rabbi Chananya ben Akashia omer tzak kadosh baruch hu lizakot et Yisrael leficha chiba adam Torah שנאמר, אדוני חפץ זמן צדקו, יגדיל תורה וידיר.